Look at that, we do have some red deer here. Hey guys, we're back here on the hunter called Wild and I'm Lady Legend. Today we're going to be doing a class 4 to 8 rifle guide. We're going to have a look at 7 different class 4 to 8 rifles. We're going to look at their stats. We are going to look at their ammo and we are going to test all of them. And I am going to share which DLC you will find them in, but they are not all DLC weapons. What we're going to do is we are going to hunt red deer and see how all of these rifles fare on red deer. Red deer are class 6 species. Now, if you do enjoy today's video, guys, or learn anything at all, I'm going to ask you to do one thing. Smash that like button. It is super amazing for the algorithm and I really do appreciate it. So thanks guys for that, and let's head right into it. So the very first rifle we're going to use for today's video is the 270. Now this is a non-DLC rifle. It does come with the base game. It isn't going to be as strong as any of the other weapons that we try out today, but it will do the job. Now some people swear by the 270. Now guys, as we go through the video, definitely let me know in the comments what your favorite 4 to 8 class rifle is and why. I would love to know. Let's see how it does. Now, I would imagine it's not going to have awesome quick kill, but we did get a vital there. So, the red deer is dying. It's not happening quickly, but it is doing the job. So that took a hot minute. Single lung there, that was a 162 meter shot, little bit of an angle, just about got to the second lung, but didn't quite make it. Not too bad, it did take quite a while for this red deer to die. The nice thing about the 270 is that it is non-DLC, but you are gonna have to do some tracking with the 270. It has an accuracy of 55, a recoil of 64, reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 67. Now what we're gonna do for each of the weapons is we're gonna have a look at the polymers. The 270 for 10 shots is $700. It does have an effective range of 150 meters. The max you can zero is 300 meters. Penetration of 35, expansion of only 5, and good for classes 4 to 8. So that's the 270. The next rifle we're gonna have a look at is the Eckers 30-06. Now the 30-06 does come in weapon pack 3. It is a really awesome rifle, but I don't think it gets used nearly as much as it used to now that we do have the M1 and the Zarza 308 out. It is still an amazing rifle, but one benefit that the M1 does have over the 30-06, even though they do use the same ammo, is that the M1 actually has 1 extra shot and it does weigh a kilogram less. And that's not nothing. Those are huge benefits. Now, one thing I do love about the 30-06 is the sound that it makes. All these little things do matter. Love that sound. And instantly, the health starts dropping much faster than the 270 and splat. So that happened a lot faster. The 30-06 obliterated this red deer and he is beautiful. 210, we did get a double lung shot. He was perfectly broadside, but the penetration is much better than the 270 with the 30-06. That was a 227 meter shot. So the 30-06 is a really awesome rifle, but it does only carry 4 shots. So once you do purchase Weapon Pack 3, you do not have to pay for the 30-06. It is 0 in-game dollars. It has an accuracy of 35, a recoil of 80, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 50. So here are the 30-06 polymers. They are $850 for 10. Again, effective range of 150 meters, so we have even more penetration than the 270, 40 for penetration, expansion of 11, and good for classes 4 to 8. Okay guys, so we are now going to be using the M1. Now the M1 has traditionally been my favorite rifle to use for farming whitetail, but I am actually now using the 308 since the Modern Rifles weapon pack has come out. It did come out last February. Now I still think the M1 is such a great weapon. It really is great with recoil. It seems to be a little quicker than the 30-06, but let's give it a go. Here we go. All right, so that was a good shot. Health is dropping. Now I think maybe we got single lung because he seemed to run a little longer than the stag that we did shoot with the 30-06. Now it is the same ammo, so it really shouldn't be that different. Now the one thing the M1 is famous for is that awesome ping sound when you take that 5th shot. Now the difference between getting single lung and double lung, guys, isn't necessarily just because of the weapon or the ammo. It really does come down to the angle at which you take your shot. That really does make a difference. Yes, and we did get a single lung, and that is definitely because of the angle. Had I taken a perfectly broadside shot, I definitely would have gotten double lung with the M1. So I really do think the M1 is one of the best 4-8 rifles in the game, and you will find it in the Smoke and Barrels pack. It has an accuracy of 35, recoil of 82, reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 50. It does use the 30-06 ammo, and we have already been through that, so I won't show you that again. The next rifle we're going to use is the FL Sporter 303. Now the 303 comes with the T Awaroa DLC. Once you purchase the DLC, any weapon that comes with a map you do have to pay in-game cash for. And we did get double lung there. That is with the 303 193 meter shot, and that was absolutely beautiful. And we were able to take two, and we do have this big boy, and again, beautiful double lung shot, and the 303 did an amazing job. Now you notice that a lot of these 4-8 class rifles, there really isn't a huge difference. You don't need to purchase all of them. They're all gonna do an amazing job for you. Some more than others. The DLC 4-8 rifles are gonna do a better job than, for example, the 270. But the difference between the 303, the M1, and the 30-06 is, in my opinion, negligible. There is not a lot of difference. It has an accuracy of 55, a recoil of 64, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 67. So here are the 303 polymer tips. They're $880 for 10 shots. Same effective range of 150 meters. Same penetration as the 30-06 bullet, 40, and expansion of 12, where I believe the 30-06 had an expansion of 11, so not a lot of difference, and the same classes. So that's the 303. The next rifle we're going to have a look at is the Martensson 6.5. Now the 6.5 comes with the Cuatro Colinas DLC. You do have to pay in-game for the rifle. Now this rifle is probably one of my least favorite on today's list, and the reason is because the 6.5 does not have awesome quick kill. In my opinion, it's great for species such as whitetail and blacktail, smaller deer, but for things that are bigger like red deer, I just don't like having to track them. Now let's see how it does on this beauty stag. Which should have been good. And it was. Now you'll notice the health is dropping a little more slowly with the 6.5. And that was a hard splat. Now the people who use the 6.5, a lot of people do really enjoy this rifle. I am just not a super patient person, so it's never been one of my favorites. But if you love the 6.5, let me know in the comments, guys, and let me know why. I love hearing all of your opinions, and I do value them very much. So we did get double lung with that shot, and holy, I'm really impressed with the penetration. Now that was a perfectly broadside shot, so it did great with the penetration. Interestingly, it did take, look at the rack on this guy. It did take him a hot minute to start dropping in health, even with a double lung shot, so that's very interesting. So if you actually take a shot with the 6.5 and get single lung, that red deer is gonna run quite a distance. The Martensson has an accuracy of 70, a recoil of 50, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 67. With the 6.5 polymers, they are actually less expensive than a lot of the other ammo. They're $650 for 10 shots. It says effective range of 200, but I'm pretty sure you can 0 to 300 with the 6.5. Penetration of 40, not so much expansion. This is a weaker ammo and good for classes 4 to 8, and that's going to account for the slower quick kill with the 6.5, which is what makes me not use it very often. The next rifle we're going to have a look at, guys, is the Hudzik Caplock Muzzleloader. And this is it here. Now, the one thing about the muzzleloader is you can only take one shot, and then it does take a very long time to reload. Now, if you would like to take a follow-up shot, what you need to do is quickly cycle over to another rifle and continue shooting. Now, the muzzleloader comes in the Smoke and Barrels pack. It is a very popular weapon, and it is good for classes 4 to 8, only when you use the mini balls. The round balls are good for classes 3 to 7. With the muzzleloader, the maximum you can zero is 200 meters, so it doesn't have the range that the other 4 to 8 rifles have, but it is a lot of fun to use. So let's see how we do on this guy. instantly, a drop in health, and he is already dead and on the ground. Now, I won't show you the entire reload animation because you will get bored and probably click off the video, but it does take a very long time. All right, so we got left lung, liver, and stomach. Look at the insane penetration, and that's on an angle. That's an angular shot. Most other rifles would only get single lung there, but we absolutely sliced this red deer in half with the muzzleloader. It is a lot of fun to use, but you're only getting that one shot with it. It has an accuracy of 25, recoil of 70, reload speed of 5, basically takes 10 years to reload, and a hip shot of 15. Now, the only ammo that is good for classes 4 to 8 is the mini balls. So here are the mini balls. It says they have an effective range. I believe the max you can zero with the mini balls is 200 meters. So this is the one rifle that you can't zero to 300 meters. Penetration of 40, expansion of 30. So it has a lot more expansion than a lot of the other rifles, and good for classes 4 to 8, but if you look at the round balls, they are only good for classes 3 to 7, so we're sticking for today's guide with the mini balls. Okay guys, so we're now on to the Zarza 308, and this is such an amazing rifle. We need to use it quickly because he is going to flee, and splat. Beautiful! I love the Zarza 308. It is definitely my new favorite rifle. And that was only a 38 meter shot, but I love the sound of it. It has amazing recoil, and it is just a little bit more powerful than all of the other 4 to 8 rifles. We're definitely good. So this is the distance I like to take most of my shots from. And that is a pretty amazing sound. I just couldn't get behind that female. So we did get double lung there, 183 meters with the 308. Not as much penetration as some of the others, but it does an amazing job. I love the sound of it, and it is a little bit stronger across the board with the stats. Here we have the Zarza 10 308, which comes in the most recent weapon pack, the modern rifles. This is a very, very popular rifle. It is what everyone is using right now, and it is a little bit stronger than the other rifles. So the 308 has an accuracy of 45, a recoil of 75, a reload speed of 59, and a hip shot of 50. So here are the 308 polymers. So they are $850 for 10 shots. You can zero up to 300 meters with the 308. It has 42 for penetration, which is 2 more than most of the other 4 to 8 rifles. And it also does have more expansion, 13 for expansion, whereas I'm seeing a lot with 10 and 11, and good for classes 4 to 8. So the 308 ammo is stronger, even if it's just by a little bit, than the rest of the rifles that we are comparing it to. It is just a stronger rifle, and it is so much fun to use. Now there is one more rifle I would like to give an honorable mention to. Now it is not a 4 to 8 rifle, it is actually a 4 to 9 rifle. It is the 7mm Magnum. Now the 7mm is a non-DLC rifle. It can be a vital weapon as you are leveling up as a new player. So you don't get the luxury of a follow-up shot, but it is very powerful. And that red deer is already on the ground. It's not a great weapon for farming. You do have to wait for it to reload every single time in order to take a follow-up shot, but it is a very powerful weapon, and because it goes all the way up to class 9, you can use it on caves, you can use it on lions, all those class 9 species that all those 4 to 8s will not reach. The 7mm will do it for you. Now definitely let me know in the comments what your favorite class 4 to 8 rifle is, guys. That is gonna wrap it up for this one. Don't forget to leave a like, guys. I appreciate it so much. And we will definitely see you guys in the next one. Let's just have a look at the sky real quick. Double lung with the 7mm and splat. Take care, guys. If you guys would like to learn amazing hotspots for every single species in Call of the Wild, definitely click on these Where and When super guides. Take care, guys.